Smart people don't struggle because they're incapable. They struggle because they see too much. Too many outcomes, too many risks, too many possible futures. While everyone else just decides and moves on, they're still thinking, still calculating, still optimizing. And here's the irony. The same intelligence that gives them an advantage often becomes the reason they feel stuck. Part 1. The experience. If you overthink, this will feel familiar. You replay conversations in your head, sometimes for days. You analyze decisions long after they've been made. You imagine worst-case scenarios, even for small choices. Sending a message, posting something online, making a career move. You don't just choose, you simulate. You don't just act, you calculate. Every possible reaction, every possible outcome, every possible mistake. And the more intelligent you are, the more variables your mind can process, which sounds like a gift, but often feels like mental overload. Part 2. The mechanism. Here's what's really happening. Intelligent brains are built for pattern recognition. They're better at predicting consequences, detecting subtle risks, imagining multiple timelines, questioning assumptions. That's incredibly useful until it runs without limits, because then something shifts. Instead of asking, what's a good decision? Your brain asks, what's the optimal decision? And optimal means no regret, no failure, no embarrassment, no wasted time, no wasted potential. That standard doesn't exist, but your brain keeps chasing it anyway. So it searches and searches and searches. Not because you're weak, because you're trying to eliminate uncertainty. Part 3. Why intelligence increases anxiety. The smarter you are, the more aware you become of complexity. You see how fragile plans can be, how unpredictable people are, how random success sometimes is. You realize how much you don't control, and that awareness creates caution. Caution turns into hesitation. Hesitation slowly becomes self-doubt. And now, your intelligence, the thing that should give you confidence, starts feeding anxiety instead. Because when you can see 10 ways something could fail, confidence doesn't come naturally, even if 9 of those outcomes are unlikely. Part 4. The hidden ego trap. There's another layer most people don't talk about. Identity. If you see yourself as intelligent, mistakes feel heavier. Failure doesn't just mean that didn't work. It feels like, maybe I'm not as smart as I thought. So you try to protect your identity. You prepare more, research more, refine more, wait for better timing, wait for more certainty, wait until you're ready. But readiness becomes a moving target, and protecting your ego quietly replaces progress. Part 5. The paradox. Here's the paradox. Intelligence helps you see possibilities, but action is what shapes reality. Thinking reduces uncertainty in theory. Action reduces uncertainty in practice. No amount of mental simulation can replace real-world feedback. Your mind wants guarantees. Life only offers probabilities, and probabilities require movement. Conclusion? If you overthink, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means your brain is powerful. But power without direction creates noise. The goal isn't to think less. It's to think, set a boundary, and then move anyway. Because clarity rarely comes before action. It comes from engagement, from friction, from feedback. And sometimes, the smartest thing you can do is stop optimizing and start acting.